Good afternoon, everybody. What are you up to today? Me? Can't really decide. So today is Sunday the 25th, I believe. Got off work yesterday, felt like building, and managed to crank out a 9630, just bam. And I think I've said it before, and I will say, if you hear noise in the background, sorry, I've got some Rockin' H stuff going on the iPad over there to keep me entertained. I think I've talked about this before. I love to get a ton of projects started, like in this case, all the tractor frames painted, ready to go for reassembly. So that way, when I have a random afternoon, I can just snap something together and basically finish it off. That works out really nice. I'm going to shut this off because that's going to catch my attention again. So yeah, yesterday when I started, the frame was painted. So I had a little bit of time to kill. I put decals on, and I needed to go out and check a hayfield and check on cattle. So I ran out to the garage and I took those tires with me because those tires, I had painted the one side, hadn't painted the other. I shot black on them real quick, clear coated that tractor. Got back a couple hours later, everything was dry, ready to go. So last night I did, well, let's bring this over here. This one didn't want to go together as nicely as I hoped, so it doesn't roll. I put the axle spacers in, which is the tube that sets in the die cast, so that way the axle itself, let me grab one, should be able to roll. Normally, you know, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It all depends on how it goes together. So put the spacers in, put in the axles, started adding tires, added the wheel weights, added the rock box. Cab was still stock, so I had to do all the trimming on it, like I showed you in the video where I built one of these. Added all my detail pieces, snapped it all together, and essentially in, let's just call it 4 hours. We'll round it up to 4 hours. I went from sitting as a painted frame to a finished model. And that's awesome, because that's when you just feel like you're cranking stuff out. So all winter long. And that's part of the reason why I feel like I get discouraged in the winter and don't get as much done as I want. Because I start so many projects. It's one of those, well, I could finish this, or I could get all this stuff going and ready. But yeah, so all I have left now out of my tractors I started is another 9560 and another, it's the road track, so 9470. And I got those guys here. I actually, when I finished that 9630 last night, I still felt like doing some stuff. So I did all my detail painting, added the SMV signs, and then this morning before I went to go feed cattle, shot a quick coat of clear coat. Or no, after I got done feeding cattle, I shot a quick coat of clear coat. Then went to bale hay, and when I came back, everything was dry and ready. It's 96 or 9560, and then this guy is spare. But here's all my axles and spacers for him. So the long spacers go with that guy. The long two axles go with that guy. Made the axles extra long because again, it's going to be another triple, so to give it a little more strength in there, make the axles a little bit longer. Then we got the spacers and the axles for this tractor. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and start snapping some stuff together, see what I can get done today. Okay, RX got the back tracks on. Other two are put together. And the wind is getting loud. The 9R got the front axle in, inner tires on, letting glue dry. With the thunderstorm popping up, I'm going to run, check on cattle, check on a few things, and then I'll come back and see what else I can get done. Alright guys, just got back home. Just went through a pretty nice thunderstorm, not going to lie. So now I'm starting to put together the dual tires on this 9R. So got the wheel set, you got to, what I wind up doing, because these are printed at Shapeways in that frosted detail, I'll take my X-Acto knife, come through and shave a layer off the inside of each of the tires. The wheels were masked off with painter's pinstriping tape. There we go. That we got at Napa for a project at the farm that then I just stole what was left over. So then those kind of snap together pretty nice. You got to do a little bit of tweaking here and there. Then the inner hub, you got to do just a little bit of trimming to get the dual hub to snap in. Then when you go to do the triples, you got these giant extension hubs. So we'll see how that goes. And then I also need to get the other axle and spacer in on the RX so I can get the tracks on it. Well, the 9RX was going together really nice. But then trying to get the cab to snap into place, managed to break off a mirror. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just a little stub. Ah! Alright. Time to get a new mirror and paint. And the completion of this tractor will be a day that's not today. So I'm going to get a mirror started in paint and go back to the 9R so I don't break something else. And there you have it, guys. 9560R, 9470RX. Done. And it is 10 o'clock. So not too bad. A couple hours, knock out a couple of custom tractors. I like it. They both look good. Both ready to go to work. So again, this guy, like the one back there, be pulling a 36-row corn planter and an air seeder. This guy will be on manure crew, skinny tracks, so he can go down the rows applying dry manure, and then also pulling a 4-axle tanker and injector. So yeah, bingo. There we go. 2 more to add. I hate how little of actual movement you get in the 9Rs. 2 more to add to the lineup, guys. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video here, mainly because it's 10 o'clock. I got nothing else to do tonight. Oh, and if you're wondering about the mirror, here's a new one in paint. I stole the one that was going to go on the 270 hiding back there. Since I got to wait on front tires for that, it doesn't matter that I'm a mirror short. So yeah, these two ready for their final decals and then put into the lineups out there. That being said, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to give video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Catch you in the next video.